What do you do with your need? What do you do with your thirst? What do you do with an inner emptiness? Everyone has needs. Everyone thirsts. And every soul knows emptiness. Having a need is not a bad thing. In fact, the question is not if you have a need or if you're feeling empty. The question is, what do you do with your need? What do you do with that empty feeling that is inside you? What do you do with your thirst? It is what you do with your need that matters. Cain had a need of acceptance. What did he do with his need? He killed his brother. His need led him to murder. Judas had a need for money. His need led him to betrayal. A lot of harm and evil and destruction has been done because of need. Now, Solomon, another man, had a need for wisdom and knowledge on how to govern his people. What did he do with this need? He prayed to God to give him knowledge and wisdom. Hannah of old had a need of a child and a need to end the reproach that was coming from her co-wife. What did she do? She went to God with her need. The prodigal son had a need to return home and to be united with his father again. What did he do with this need? He decided to return back home. Your need, your emptiness, can become a holy ground where you meet with God and where God meets you. Let's see how God meets our needs. For Solomon, he asked God to give him wisdom and knowledge on how to govern the people. How did God meet that need? God not only gave him wisdom and knowledge, but God also gave him peace, wealth, and a long life. Hannah had a need for a child. She went to God, asking God for a child. How did God meet that need? God met that need by blessing Hannah with not one child, but 5 children, and the greatest prophet that ever was during his time. How did God meet the need of the prodigal son when he went home asking to be reunited back, not as a son, but as a slave? His need was answered by him being restored back to the family. Not only was he restored, but he got gold, and a party was thrown for him. What does this teach us? This tells us how God meets our needs. That when we direct our need, our desires, our aspirations, and our emptiness to God, he fulfills beyond our expectations. He is a God of abundantly above what we think, what we ask, or what we pray. And not only does he meet our needs once, but he meets our needs all over all the days of our lives. Don't fight your need. Don't fight your emptiness. Instead, let your need become a holy ground, a place where you meet God and where God meets you. Today, take your need not to the world. Take your need, take your desires, take your aspirations, Take your emptiness, not to the world, not to evil, but turn it to God. Turn it to God who is able to meet it. Let it be a holy ground where God meets you. Remember, Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who are tired, all you who are thirsty, all you who are empty, come to me, and I will give you rest and fulfillment." What will you do with your need today? Turn it to God.